Most people think that if someone doesn't post their photos on social media, they must be insecure, lonely, or hiding something. But psychology suggests something very different. In many cases, people who avoid posting themselves online are actually more self-aware, emotionally independent, and mentally grounded than most people realize. In a world where everyone feels pressure to constantly share their lives, choosing privacy can become a quiet form of strength. Not everyone wants validation from strangers. Not everyone feels the need to prove their happiness online. And sometimes, the people who post the least are the ones who understand themselves the most. Psychology shows that social media behavior often reflects deeper personality patterns. So if you're someone who rarely posts your photos online, there may be important psychological reasons behind it, and many of them are surprisingly positive. Number 1. They value real-life experiences more than online attention. Research indicates that people who constantly document every moment often experience life through the lens of approval. They think about how something will look online before fully enjoying it in real life. But people who rarely post their photos tend to stay more present in the moment. When they travel, spend time with friends, or achieve something meaningful, they don't immediately feel the urge to broadcast it to everyone. They experience things for themselves first. For example, while others may spend an entire concert recording videos for social media, this person is simply enjoying the music, the emotions, and the atmosphere without needing proof that they were there. Psychology suggests this behavior is linked to stronger internal validation. Their happiness comes from the experience itself, not from likes, comments, or attention. And that's actually rare today. Number 2, they protect their personal space carefully. Some people naturally see privacy as emotional safety. Research shows that emotionally intelligent individuals are often more selective about what they reveal to the public. They understand that not every part of life needs to be shared online. For them, privacy is not secrecy, it's peace. They know that once something is posted online, it becomes open to judgment, comparison, misunderstanding, and unwanted opinions. So instead of sharing everything, they keep certain parts of themselves sacred. You may notice these people share very little about relationships, family, personal struggles, or even achievements. Not because they have nothing happening in their lives, but because they prefer to protect what matters most. And strangely, this often gives them a stronger sense of emotional balance. Not everyone deserves access to your personal world. Number 3, they are less dependent on external validation. Psychology shows that social media can activate the brain's reward system. Every like, comment, and reaction creates small bursts of dopamine that can become emotionally addictive. But people who rarely post their photos often break away from this cycle. They don't constantly check who viewed their stories. They don't measure their worth through engagement. And they don't feel anxious if people online are paying attention to them. Instead, their confidence tends to come from internal sources, their values, goals, close relationships, or personal growth. This doesn't mean they never feel insecure. Everyone does sometimes. But they usually don't rely on public attention to feel important. For example, someone may accomplish something amazing in life and never post it online. Not because it isn't meaningful, but because they already feel fulfilled without needing online applause. And honestly, that kind of confidence is powerful. Number 4, they are naturally observant people. Interestingly, people who post less often spend more time observing others. Research suggests that quieter individuals are sometimes more reflective and analytical. instead of constantly presenting themselves to the world. They study social dynamics, emotions, and behaviors from a distance. They notice patterns most people miss. They see how some people change their personalities online. They notice fake happiness. They recognize when people are desperately seeking attention. And because of this awareness, they often become more careful about what they share themselves. These people usually think deeply before posting anything. They ask themselves, why am I sharing this? Who am I trying to impress? Will this actually make me happier? And many times, they decide the answer is no. That level of self-awareness can protect them from unhealthy comparison and emotional burnout. Number 5. They often have a strong sense of identity. One of the biggest psychological reasons some people avoid posting photos online is because they already know who they are. People who constantly seek attention online are sometimes still searching for identity through approval, trends, or public image. But individuals who feel secure in themselves usually don't feel pressure to constantly display their lives. They don't need everyone to witness their happiness for it to feel real. They understand that self-worth is something internal, not something created by algorithms. For example, they may wear what they like without worrying if it looks trendy online. They may enjoy hobbies quietly without turning them into content. They may grow emotionally without announcing every step publicly. And while society often rewards visibility, psychology suggests the true confidence is often quiet, not loud, not performative, just peaceful. At the end of the day, not posting your photos online doesn't automatically make you antisocial, insecure, or boring. In many cases, it means you value authenticity over attention, peace over performance, and real connection over public validation. Of course, everyone uses social media differently, and there's nothing wrong with sharing your life online if it makes you happy. But if you're someone who prefers privacy, silence, or simply living outside the spotlight, psychology suggests that may reflect emotional strength more than weakness. Sometimes the people who say the least online are the ones who know themselves the most deeply. So if this video made you feel understood, make sure to subscribe for more psychology and personality insights. And remember, you don't need to constantly prove your life to the internet for your life to have value.